WHCR 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem. What's up, everybody? It's me, Phil, and I'm back here in the studio with you, my friends. I've got a great show for you today. I've got my boy J Fleez and Stich, who just produced a great album. And J Fleez is not a stranger to the show. He's a friend, good friend of the show. So let's go ahead and get them right here in the studio. J Fleez, what's going on, brother? And Stich,
sir. How you doing, brother?
Good, man. Welcome back to the show, J Fleez, and welcome to you, Stich, to Phil and Friends, man.
Thank you, man.
Hey, Phil, man, not for nothing. I feel like a co-host.
Well, I mean, you are a co-host. All my friends who come on the show are a part of my You all are my co-hosts. But your name won't be on my billing, but it's on the code.
It's appreciated.
Listen, let's go ahead and jump right into the show, because you guys got a great album out. But let's reintroduce the people to you all first. Jay, please tell the audience about yourself.
Man, my name is J Fleez, New York born and bred all my life, man. Music is my passion. Music is the foundation. Music is the soundtrack to my life. So without music, there's no soundtrack, and without a soundtrack, there's no movie. So this is what I'm here to do, is to provide that, man, because music is key for me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do.
I like what you said. The soundtrack to our lives is music. You know, you can go back to a certain point in your life and you can pinpoint, this was 1995, or this was so-and-so. This is what happened to me. Or so-and-so died this year. You know, that's like, yeah. We'll talk about that more. But back to Stich. What's up, man? You new to the show. Welcome.
Yeah, man. I'm brand new. Happy to be here, man. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So tell people who you are.
Stich, Brooklyn, East New York. You already know. Rep it heavy. Let's see. All right. About me, I produce, engineer. My passion is what I love to do. Just constantly staying busy, getting straight to work, and that's pretty much just it about me, man. When it comes to this field, because music, like the same thing what Fleece says, I'm a paraphrase. It drives me. I get inspired by listening to other words as well. Get inspired by his music as well. So it's just gonna be a constant driving force for me, and I'm enjoying it and I love it, man. Thank you for having me, for real.
Absolutely. Anytime you come back, any projects you have, you don't need J Fleez. Just hit me up. Let me know. We'll get you
All right, no doubt.
That's love. That's love, though. That's an extension of love. Is what you're preaching.
Right. Absolutely. That's what it's about. Let's talk about this new album that you all have produced together. Let's go and get the name. Let's tell the people how to locate you and how they can download the album. Let's go ahead and jump right into that.
Okay. You want to go? Or you want me to go?
All right, I'll say project.
Hey, go ahead,
it's called 497. And the reason why it's 497 is because that's where we recorded it at, the location. Yeah. 497, we was just, excuse me, we were just bonding, and then, he was like, yo, let's come up with this project. So then let's do a project. Just did it, and it came out. It came out it was literally just like that. Because we've been working with each other for years. So the bond, the brotherhood has always been there for years. So for us to come together and collab together. Now, people don't even use that word no more. For us to come and collab, I mean, it was very special for both of us. So
now you said 497?
497, yes.
Now, what is 497? I mean, you guys, what is that? Like, is that
That's a building number.
That's where we recorded the project. Like one day I was at the Stich studio, and then he was just like, yo, let's just come out with a project. I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. I could curse, right?
No, but go ahead.
My bad. My bad.
Go ahead. I gotta edit the whole show again, J Fleez. Thank you.
Yeah, he was like, yo, forget it. Let's just do it.
This is going straight on YouTube, so you're good. You're good.
All right. And he was just like, yo, let's do it. Man, I was just like, yo, let's do it. And then it started off with 1, and we was gonna cap it at 6, and then we did one more record on it. You know what I'm saying? And make it 7.
Absolutely. Yeah. So tell the people how they can get this album. I wanted to play. We've had technical difficulties, but I want to make sure the audience can listen live. So go ahead and tell the audience how to get this album. And just keep talking, all right? Even if you don't see me on the screen, just keep talking.
Okay. It's on every single streaming platform. It's on iTunes, Google Play, Tidal, Amazon. It's on YouTube. Like you can stream it anywhere. It's gonna be found there. My Instagram is at the one J. No, my Instagram is the Jet underscore I.
Okay, the Jet underscore I. Okay.
Yeah.
And wherever streaming platform you find it's on there, cop it, listen to it, bump it, whatever. Just listen to it. That's pretty much just it. But
Yeah.
you can find me at YOO underscore STICH. Yes.
Yo, Stich.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's talk about, moving forward, because J Fleez, you've had a number of albums. I remember last time you were at the station, you had an album. I believe it was a Malcolm X in it. You had a speech
No,
from.
it was definitely. Yeah. It was with
It
Man
was
Scott.
a great African American person who was
Yeah.
speaking. Your music is
Yeah.
always pro-black and uplifting our people. Let's talk about that from the perspective of music. How do you think music? Because back in the day, music was transcending through this whole racism that's going on. It seems like we're in the same space we were back in the 50s and 60s, right? We're dealing with the killings, George Floyd. You see Breonna Taylor, and it just happens over and over again. What can music do? What helps with this? And what do you guys? Let's take that back. What do you guys think about what's going on in American society right now? Let's start there.
I feel it's not going to change due to the mind frame of people. You know what I mean? And then it could also be like the mind frame of even like police, because you cannot stick white police officers who come from the suburbs and know nothing about where we come from. And then once they come into our environment, they're scared because they don't know how to move around something they never been around their whole life. Like them coming to this, like them coming to the actual inner city is the first time they have a long amount of interaction with black people.
And that's sad.
It is, like, you know what I mean? Because like you'll have that one black kid that live in that one suburban neighborhood, but he's like them. He doesn't see the same struggle we see because they come from that same environment. You know what I mean? So that's how I see it as, you know what I mean? But as far as like the killings go, man, I don't think there's not enough marches or even riots that we can do to make things better. It has to change within people themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
white people.
Like,
we have to say white people. They have to change.
Exactly. Like, you know, like you seen when that when the guy was harassed, the white military dude was harassing the black dude inside the neighborhood, and he was like pushing him out. You know what I mean? Like the difference was then, like you seen everybody went in front of that person's house, that dude's house. But the difference is when they was coming in front of our house, they was taking us out of our house and killing us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like we are standing in front of their house, voicing our opinions, trying to make a change to make it better. That's a difference for me, how I see it. You know what I mean?
Right.
For me, I actually had a discussion about this earlier. For me, I feel like it do starts with us. I'm not saying white people. I just say like just with us, because we the ones that really been going through the. Oh yeah, I'm like you can curse. Going through this whole pile of shit, and I personally don't feel like we're not ready. We are not aware. We're not aware of what is really actually going on, and we constantly playing into the same thing over and over and over and over again, and we're not switching directions. Like what happened last week, everyone was surprised with the guilty verdict and everything. I felt like that was great because to me, I felt like okay, they're just gonna let him go. You know, the state don't like make their own people look bad because the person works for the state, everything else, and they're gonna let this guy go. And then watch, it's gonna be another uproar. People gonna protest. I'm agreeing with Fleez. It's not. It can't just be protesting. On top of that, you're destroying your own community as well. My opinion. And people when they be protesting, they're damaging cars. They're doing because they fed up. People are tired. We all tired. It got to be something different. And I'm gonna be honest, do I have the answer for that? No, but I know for a fact we've been doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. And can you say now things have turned around? No, because that's like one out of like millions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess us, don't get me wrong, that for protesting last year, you know, and constantly going with the killings and all. I do think that it definitely did play a role, just because if that man would have been found innocent, then
they would have tore that city. They would have tore that city up. Yeah, they wasn't playing.
Yeah,
they would have tore that city up.
Yeah,
it's not no joke.
You know what I mean? Big facts. So that's just my views and my take on it. But I do love the fact that I'm not even gonna say Black Lives Matters. I'm just saying for people that we all came together and just fight. We all fight together. But I'm saying for us blacks, the mindset has definitely got to change. It definitely has to change.
I mean, it's interesting you say that. I don't know how deep you want to get into it, but I'm like, what mindset do we need to change about ourselves? Because it's not us. It has not been us for 400 years. Their mindset needs to change. Black people mind their own business. We have been minding our own business. Back to your point, J Fleez, about the boy just walking down the street. The brother was minding his business, and the white man attacked him. George Floyd was doing something. They called the police on him because he had a fake $20 bill, and it wasn't even fake. He put his knee on his neck. What the hell else do we have to do besides being black, walking down there? I'm not yelling at you, Stitch. I'm just talking to general.
Oh, no, man. Come on. I'm like that, too. I'm like that, too.
What the hell do black people have to do to just live? Why do we have to explain our humanity to the world? Leave us the hell alone. You know what I mean? Leave us the hell alone. It's really what it is.
Great question.
And then this is the Stitch's point, too. When what I think what Stitch means by him saying like us have to change our mindset is that we do not need white people's approval.
We don't. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what from what Stitch is saying, this is what I get from what he was saying. Like we do not need white people's approval to make us feel like we're valuable. We know we're valuable. We create for everybody to eat.
Absolutely.
We create fashion. We create trends. Like if we say it's cool, guess what? They're gonna follow what we say. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like to what Stitch is saying, I think that's what he was conveying. I don't know if I'm wrong or right, Stitch, but that's why I feel what you was conveying when you were saying like black people gotta change their mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause we don't need nobody's approval. Like we are the approval.
Because if we decide to take our money, because we have the largest spending power. If we decide to move our kids, if we decide to, if black people, what you saying, Stitch, just decide to change our whole mindset about dealing with white people in general, the whole country would collapse. We're the backbone of this country.
I would say, all right, I'm gonna say, all right. Also, to add on amongst each other as well. I feel this is what I say. How can we try to take care of something and we don't even know how to take care of our own selves? Means to say knowing who you are. If I can, I'm trying to be very transparent here because we all of course, it takes the community, us communicating with each other. We don't know how to really talk to each other. If something is being expressed one way, I'm like, oh, I'm not here for this preaching. I'm just using this as an example. I'm not here for this or for being preachy and you know how it is when you're trying to say something to someone, they're gonna take it in offense, but you don't mean it. You don't mean nothing, no harm by it. It's just, I'm just trying to communicate. All right, then, so my presence and the way how I said it to you was wrong. Try to get a whole bunch of black people in that. Oh man, like a club. I mean, not even a club. Just get them sitting in the room. Something's gonna happen. I feel like we don't know how to like really come together and communicate. And I feel like communication is everything. And just us. Look what we're doing right now. We're just having a civilized conversation. You know what I'm saying? And our points is definitely getting across to each other. I'm just saying communication is key for everything. And I think that we really fall short with that. But on top of that, we wasn't really taught how to communicate. So it's gonna be repeating the dance cycle all over again. You know what I'm saying? So
that's true.
I don't know, man. Those are just my takes as well.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think some people were taught, some people weren't, and I think the majority of our community is, we're not on the same page, and then we need. I mean, you just look at. I mean, first of all, black people are tribal, so we're not all the same. Y'all are from New York. I'm from Dallas. Totally different world.
Yeah.
J Fleez, I know you from Queens and you from East New
Yeah.
York.
Yeah.
You talk about the differences in our communities. They're different.
Yeah.
Like you go to
Yeah.
New York and you go to Bed-Stuy, totally different. You go to Bed-Stuy to Harlem, we all different. But our
Yeah.
agenda in the black community, you're right, should be the same. We should all be on the same page.
Yeah.
First thing is they need to stop messing with us, stop effing with us. If not, there needs to be
That's
consequences.
true.
You
Of
kill our
course.
That's the
kids.
truth.
If you kill our
That's the
kids,
truth.
we can talk about this because it's going on a community radio station. If you mess with our kids, there will be consequences. We won't
Of
march, but
course.
there will be some issues and repercussions you have to pay when
Mm-hmm.
you kill with our kids. It's just not right.
Yeah.
And I think if we
Mm-hmm.
change our
Yeah.
mindset like that, I'm with the Malcolm X. You know what I mean? By any means necessary, because we got to protect our
I
kids and our family.
I agree. It's understandable.
Yeah. This is a great
Yes.
conversation.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
but listen. Honestly,
Yeah.
if we don't protect our kids, who's gonna protect them? And that's number one. And number two, if they don't see us fighting and doing what we're supposed to do, how are they gonna know that we're supposed to do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I could see like I could see what Martin was trying to do.
Mhm.
Peaceful protest. But the thing is, some people do not understand until there's like extreme,
Oh,
drastic
yeah.
ramifications behind it. Then they say, time out. Then it's like, time out, but why did you go that far? Because
Mhm.
you made me go that far. You know what I'm saying? Because you
You
made
can
me go
understand.
that
No,
far.
absolutely.
You know what I
Push
mean?
me.
And,
Exactly. Like you pushed
and
me too much.
it's funny you brought up Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King also said that I believe I have took my people into a burning house with a peaceful protest. He said, "Oh, this might have been a mistake because white people don't understand anything but death, terrorism, and to kill, steal, and destroy." That has been
Yeah.
there, and I don't want to make it a blanket thing, but I'm gonna say 98% of white people do not understand. Let's do this peaceful protest kind of thing. They don't understand that.
They don't.
Let's
They
talk,
don't. They don't.
I mean, that's just real. It's a black radio
I don't.
station. Right? If you
Yeah.
disagree, the audience, you can put it in the chat below. But that's what it is.
Yeah, but I don't think I don't think they will understand it because they don't live the life that we live. Like honestly, as me being the black person, like I didn't have guns drawn on me by police
Right.
for not doing anything. Like I done been racially profiled for not
And
doing
that's been a story
anything.
of so many black men in New York. Right.
And that's my point. Like, you know, I remember one time, like, you know what I'm saying, like me and my brother Dot, man, like yo, we was in high school, and I remember when we leaving school, we're walking to the bus, and out of nowhere, DTs jumped out on us, and then they said stop, and then they had an Asian kid in the car roll by to see if we was the people who robbed him, right? And then if he would have said yes,
That'd have been a
guess what?
whole.
We would have been done. Like we would
Right.
have been like we would have got a record for something that we was not even a part of. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's like I can't even feel sorry for certain shit that happens.
Uh-huh.
But then it's like, yo, like part of me is like I'm so numb to it. Like I can't even say like I can't even take it all in the way I should because I done lived it. Like when they say you're part of your environment, that's true to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like coming from where we come from, like the inner city, like we became products to our environment due to that. Like we was trained to say fuck the police because of what done happened. I'm sorry, Phil, because of what done
I was
happened.
good.
Like, you know
It's
what I'm
fine.
saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this is this is what it is.
Well, this is a real conversation. This show is going straight on YouTube, so whatever. I want to talk about. Let's shift the conversation a little bit. Let's talk about how your experiences in New York have shaped your music and who you are musically. Let's start with you, Stich. How has your life as a black man shaped where you are?
Man, music, man, it's that boom bap, man. Part of the boom bap. Part of the boom bap era, man. Oh, okay. And I was but to be honest with you, man, I mean, this is the sidebar. I think Fleez don't even know about this. I was an R&B head before hip hop. You know, sisters, mother, whatever. But then once I wound up making that, you know, that switch, I was saying to myself, yo, I'm loving how this is sounding. And it's everywhere in school. I'm like, yo, did you hear that new such and such, whoever, Biggie or whatever, Nas, and who you think gonna win? East Coast, West Coast, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just shaped me out to be like heavy, hard, hitting, slapping beats. I mean, not the music of today in a sense, but just taking it back to the essence as to the era that I grew up in. Just being out here or also being with older individuals. I never really hung out with people my age. It was always people that's older than me. That's how hip hop was really brought out to me. I was like, oh, I never heard this. And it just molded me. It was like a gospel, like for us. For us, you know what I'm saying? It's a gospel. And I think that also formed me to also carry myself well and also have principles as well in life. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
That's real. That's real.
What about you, J Fleez? How has it shaped you?
It shaped me a lot. It shaped me tremendously due to the fact that, like, the way how music makes me feel. Like on the album 497, like Stich and I have a record called Black Love. And that's the last song on the album. Like, you know what I mean? And like I can remember when Stich was like playing the beat, right? And then he was just like, yo, son, this can go. And then I'm just mumbling.
Right.
And then Stich has a part in it. And then we're going. And then like the way how the hook come in, it's like BLACLOVE. One thing for sure, you can't take me through tough times forever, my baby. Like I'm basically breaking down like black love to how you feel about having a black woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm calling her, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm basically telling her I said, like, I love your natural hair. I love the way you wear it. Even if you got a wig on, I'm loving how you wear it. Like, I'm basically telling her, like, no matter how she is, I'm still gonna appreciate my black sister, my black queen. Like, you know what I'm saying? My wife is black. I appreciate, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I can appreciate that. Like, you know what I mean? So it's a good thing, bro. I'm telling you, it's a good thing all around, bro.
Well, I hope I hope she don't wear wigs, because you just put a hoe out there like that, bro.
No, I'm not even saying her.
You just put her out there. No, she's gonna be mad at you, boy. She gonna be.
No, I'm not saying her per se, but I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? No matter how my black woman will come, you know what I'm saying? No matter how she may come, she's gonna be appreciated. You know what I mean? And that's how I feel about it, man. You know what I'm saying?
And that's so important, because I have a show coming up about why black men date white women, and I have a few men who say they only date white women, and so that's really good that you said that, man. So this will be really good to hear.
I think that is a status. It's like a status. It's like something that you couldn't have your whole life, and it's like, yo, I finally got it. Like, I finally got it.
That's a perspective. They say it's like a trophy. Like, I've got this, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And next thing you know, she's gonna turn around and put your black ass on child support. She's gonna take all your money.
Once you run out of money, she gone. Once you run out of money, you gone. If you ain't got no status or no symbol, we're gonna talk. That's a whole other show. Who are some of your music? Like, when you look up to artists, like different rappers and artists in general, who do you all look up to?
Let me go for artists that I look up to. It could be producers as well, because they are artists.
That's a fact. You're right. 100% right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I would say, I don't want to be, all right, because people will be like, oh, you're gonna say these names. I would say Nas, of course. Rest in peace to X. I remember when I was playing him for the first time, my mom was not liking it. DMX. I'm gonna say Ye.
Yeah, definitely.
Because Ye, I mean, man, he inspired me to go ahead and really. He inspired me.
A lot of people say that. A lot of people say they inspired him. His latest stuff was bad.
Of course. I mean, it was, for me, it was the Go in the Dark tour. I believe I was like 19 or 20 years old when he was on tour, and I went to the Garden, and then I seen how much crowd control this man had. But not only just that, just the instrumentation that was going on. I've been one of the producers. I was like, 13, 14 when I had Fruity Loops like 1 or 2 or something like that. The disc just didn't work. But after seeing him perform, it was like, wow, I would love to be a part of this. And knowing that now we're at that time working and everything else, oh yeah, I'm buying this. And once I bought my first keyboard, I thought I made it. Like, you know what I'm saying? For him, definitely inspiration, look up to. It's so many. Pete Rock, Black Milk, Jay Dilla.
Mm.
It's just so many for me to name, but yeah.
If you could, and I'm gonna ask you the same thing, Jay. But if you
Mhm.
could pick one person to work with, who would it be?
Mm.
Quincy Jones. I work with
Quincy
Quincy
Jones
Jones.
is a frat brother of mine. He's an alpha, and that's a good answer. That's a good man. That's a good choice.
Quincy
Quincy
Jones,
is everything, man. He's a quintessential man. He's everything, right?
the best producer
Yeah,
ever.
That's producer ever.
yeah,
From Michael
yeah,
Best.
that's a
Jackson,
fact.
Whitney Houston, to Aretha. I mean, he's done everything, man. So
Mm.
that's Miles Davis. He's done everybody, man. You'd be surprised. I'm into
That's a
music too. I
fact.
know this. Jay,
Yeah,
what about
man.
you? Who are your musical influences?
Man, like like Stitch said, like Nas, like for me, Nas is like for me,
Mhm.
storytelling. Like the aspect of storytelling for me is the reason why I fell in love with like music. Like I
Right.
remember, this is gonna sound crazy, but I
Mhm.
remember one time, like I bought a Sporty Thieves album, right? And then
Uh-huh.
like they had this song on there called Freaks. Like the
Uh-huh.
like the way how they was breaking down what a freak was. I said, yo, they just told a crazy ass story on a thought. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just like crazy. So like I've always like even with Nas when he had the message, like you know what I'm saying, like Jay-Z. Like to me, Jay-Z's my favorite artist. Like, you know, Jay's my favorite, Jay's my favorite rapper all time. You know what I mean? So like for me, like if you're telling a story in your music, I
Mhm.
gravitate to those stories first because I can like sit down and close my eyes and I can paint the picture. Like even with
Wow.
DMX, right? Like you listen to Slippin'. Like you
Mhm.
listen to Slippin' now and look at his past interviews and how he spoke about his life. Yo, basically Slippin' is everything he done told you
Right.
then. And it like and then like his passing, like Slippin' hits even harder now because you understand exactly what he went through. Like, you know what I mean? So like Stitch and I have a record on the album on 497. I'm always gonna reference 497 throughout this whole interview because there's a piece of
Right. That's what I'm
songs
talking
that
about.
tie
The songs
into it.
you have 497.
You
Yeah.
know
Go
what I
ahead.
mean? So we have a song on the project called Vicarious. I'm
Okay.
basically telling the story of a young kid from the hood who had to do what he had to do for his family in order to put food on the table. Like even though like his mother, like his mother busted his ass, like his mother busted her ass. She worked three
Uh-huh.
jobs and that still wasn't enough. So he's seen the pain in his mother's eyes to the point where he had to go outside, and the only way he felt he could do it was to hustle. Like so,
Right.
like on the I was um, like even if you had my shoes, you wouldn't feel my soul.
Mhm.
Like even with an easy pass, like you like you know what I'm saying, like you don't understand the toll that I felt on
Mhm.
my life. Like you know what I mean. So like storytelling has always been a part of me as far as like music. I know
What's
I'm
your
long winded. My bad.
No, you're good. You're good. Let's tell the people how to get the album again and what do they need to do to download 497.
Every streaming platform. J Fleez, Yo Stitch, 497. Google it, it's gonna pop up. I promise you, we here, man. We here.
We in there.
What's your both of you, what's your favorite song? I mean, I know it's hard to say that because all the songs are great.
Nah, I
But
can tell you.
what would be your favorite song on this album?
Oh, favorite song of this album?
Of
Ooh.
this album,
Oh
497.
man.
You got to choose.
I got a couple. I ain't gonna hold you. I
Good.
got I got a couple.
We
I ain't
want people to
gonna
listen to them. So if you like them, they're gonna be good.
I got a couple, man. I got a lot. I got some love more than others, but I like Black Love, Learn Life, Vicarious, Nostalgia, Pour Out My Trouble. I'm basically about to tell you the whole album.
The
Like,
whole
yeah,
album.
That's the whole album. So I mean, go get the entire album. Go get the entire
yeah,
album, 497.
yeah, man.
What about
Yo,
you, Stitch?
Stitch,
You
how
gonna say
about
the
you,
same
man?
thing? Go back in
I,
the CD album.
I love every song beginning to the end. If I had to say my favorite, I love Dust to Settle. The energy,
Just a second.
Yeah.
Dust to Settle. The energy of that record is just ridiculous. I mean, that's
Yo,
my kind of. Oh my
Stitch,
god,
man,
I love.
tell him about this, like the session. Tell him about the session we had when that record was being made.
Damn. I mean, I can only remember spurts because we was getting nice in the studio. So I was here. I was making the beat. Now I was playing him the beat. I think I was making it or playing it.
No, you was making it. Now you was making it.
I was making
this
the
is
beat.
this is fresh out the oven.
Yeah, this is fresh. And then that's when I was making the beat. So I was like, yo, what you think? You think I should add something to this part, or I think I need to make the bass a little stronger. And then the man just started writing to it. He just started going crazy off of it. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I really don't remember fully, but I do remember I was here sitting down, and then he was standing up, and he just started going ham.
Yeah, man. And
that's how it works right in the studio. That's how it works, right?
Yeah. It is, man. Like when you get people who's creative together, you're gonna get nothing but magic. Like I remember one time Hov said, like man, you leave the door crack open, you let God in, and that's what happened. Like you know what I'm saying? That's real.
The thing about God is he don't need no doors. He can walk right in from wherever. That's the good part about God. He ain't got to worry about leaving no doors cracked or nothing. Sorry, Hov. Who calls his well, I guess he talking about himself. Was he talking about himself?
He must have
a whole different world.
But that was just a hotline anyway.
It was, though. That was
talking about himself. That's a whole other conversation.
Yeah.
Listen, I want to talk about before we wrap up. I want to talk about this idea of following your dreams. J Fleez and I have talked about this all the time. Jay is actually one of the reasons why I moved back to New York, because I was talking to him from LA. I was like, yo, I hate LA. I said, I hate it. He was like, man, you need to move back to New York, follow your dreams. And a part of this platform has been me following my dreams. And I'm like, listen, we have to make it happen because life is so short. What would you guys say to the people listening to yourselves, or to young Jay, or to young Stich? You can go back to like middle school. What would you tell yourself about following your dreams?
Staying on your just staying on your purpose. I mean, don't allow no distractions, even though you will come through them. You know, it's all just a learn life reference from 497. Literally, like you're really just you know, you're gonna go through your trials, bumpy roads. You're gonna go through hiatus, but do not forget the purpose of what you got into something that you really want to chase. Do not stray away from. Do not stray away from. Don't forget what you got in it for, as to what it is that you're trying to accomplish. You know, so yeah,
that's deep. That's real.
What about you, Jay? Go ahead.
Like what I would tell myself back in middle school is remain consistent. You know what I mean? Like always remain humble. I feel that's the one thing I've always been able to do is remain humble. But to remain consistent, that was my, like, you know what I'm saying? That was my thing of, I would say that was my detrimental towards me. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like remain consistent, because the hunger's gonna be there if you remain consistent. And like you can't give up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like no matter what. Like if I would have gave up then, like I feel like, let's say things don't work out, like I would be happy knowing that my skill level is there, and knowing that even if somebody made it on gimmickly, I know they cannot out rap me. And you know what I mean? So it would be like you know what I'm saying? It would be like, yo, what's son name? Stich that was
Good.
That was supposed to make it in the league while Braun while Braun was there. Lenny Cook.
Yeah, Lenny Cook.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I would feel like, yo, like I'm still there. Like I'm still that guy. Like even though like you're not gonna out rap me. And that's what I take pride in. And this is what my music speaks of. Like you're not gonna out rap me. It's gonna be difficult. We're gonna be sparring. Like, you know what I mean? So this is how
so much for that humbleness. I'm scared.
Yeah, that's my
homeboy.
But I would tell the younger me to remain consistent and to continuously follow your dreams and never put your dreams on hold. Like never put your dreams on hold. Continuously go at it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But Phil, man, I have something for you too.
Thank you. What is that? What you got?
What are you gonna tell your young self?
Listen, man, I just would say don't give up. I would say if whatever you would, I would say don't work at the airport. That's a long story. That's when Jay and I met years ago. We were like early
Yeah,
20s.
man. Yeah, that's fact.
I
Real
would say
early 20s. Yeah.
just follow your just make a plan and just go after it. And if somebody tells you no, don't look at that as a defeat. That looks at okay, just go with somebody. Because I let people tell me no, but I had a lot of yeses too. But those people that said no kind of like hurt my spirit. So it's like okay, just find another avenue to do what you want to do and create your own way. And one of my mottos at
Ferry
the
Avenue.
university I graduated from, our motto was find a way or make one. If it ain't no way for you, you make that way. You do what you got to do to make your success happen. And as long as you believe in yourself, it's gonna work out for you. And that's gonna be the end of that. And you will be the greatest rapper, but you have to be consciously aware about what you say and what you put out there. If I want to be the greatest rapper alive, I'm gonna be the greatest rapper. But guess what? I'm gonna add a caveat to that. I want to make sure I make a whole bunch of money too. I want my family to be set up. I want to have a generational wealth about what you say, and it's gonna work out for you in the end. And I believe that you guys are gonna be great, and this album is gonna blow up. And so I thank you so much for coming on Film Friends.
Hey Phil, man, what do you feel like? What do you feel about generational wealth? And Stich, you too. Like, what do you guys feel about generational wealth? Like when it comes to
who's
like
the
the
host?
black
Who's
community.
the host here? Who's the host?
I'm like, damn, Jay.
You taking nah. You trying to take
J Fleez is the host.
You did nah.
He's the host. Listen,
yo, this is a funny. Let me tell you something real quickly. Very funny. 5 minutes before the show was about to start, my man called me. He called me. I'm here. I'm waiting until it turns 8. He calls me checking in on me. He claims to say, I'm just checking to see how a friend is doing. No, you checking on me to see if I'm going to show up for 8 o'clock. Right. And I was already ready. So him right now, nah, you're not giving you that, man. Get out of here.
We're not giving you that. We're into the show. His cup has went from white to brown. I don't know if you guys noticed, but that's coming. I noticed that because I noticed everything. I don't know who's giving you refills over there. We're trying to check out J Fleez album 497 and Yo Stich's album. And we're going to talk about generational wealth. I'm going to bring you another show. We're going to talk about generational wealth and the importance of it. Passing on legacy. Man. And the generational wealth is not even about financial. It could be some spiritual things that we pass on to our families. But listen, thank you guys so much for coming on. I appreciate it.
He said your cup changed from white to brown. Sure did. I ain't going
Did anybody else notice that? But listen, tell them one more time, fellas, how to get the album. I want to make sure people get the album.
All right, go ahead.
All right, it's all on I'm wilding. It's on all platforms, music platforms right now. Tidal, what else? Apple Music, Google Play, Spotify. How can I forget? You name it, any streaming service is on there. Just make sure y'all just go tune in. You can follow me at YOO_STICH.
And you can follow me at the Jet THEJET_I Jedi J Fleez. I'll at your boy. I ain't playing this stuff. Yo, Phil trying to take me off there, and I'm out there. I don't like this guy for doing that because this is my 15 minutes of fame, and I got 38 minutes and 29 seconds.
Your wife, tell your wife to get Hold on. I'll put y'all in the green room. Y'all, thank y'all so much for coming on. I really appreciate y'all, right?
Yo, man, thank you, man. Thanks for having us, man. For real.
Thank you. This was fun. Hold tight for me, all right, y'all? Listen, I had a great show with my boy J Fleez and Yo Stich. You guys make sure you check out their album 497, which is on all platforms. Listen, believe in yourself, believe in your dreams, follow your heart. But most importantly, put God first. He's going to make the ultimate difference in everything. All right. I'll see you next time, same place, right here on WHCR 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem. All right, y'all. Peace.